He is one of the most talked about bowlers in recent memory. Not for winning, but for losing and doing it spectacularly. Tom Daugherty was the number 2 seed in the 2011 Tournament of Champions, where he was barely able to shoot 100 to Mika Koivu-Niemi's 299. Today, Tom will try again for a PBA title and redemption here at the Geico World Series of Bowling. But should he advance, a pair of talented two-handers await in 5-time titleist Jason Belmonte and PBA World Championship winner Osku Palermaa. Does the man who only shot 100 really have a chance in a final that features 2 of the world's best? Find out next. Welcome back to Las Vegas and the World Series of Bowling. Here are the competitors in today's Bowler's Journal PBA Scorpion Championship.
The number 4 player owns 6 PBA regional titles and finished 3rd in the 2010 PBA Tournament of Champions. From Wesley Chapel, Florida, Tom Daugherty. The number 3 qualifier owns 6 PBA regional titles and is the 2003 Team Masters champion. From Fayetteville, Georgia, Jason Sterner. The number 2 player is the 2008 World 10-Pin Bowler of the Year with 5 career PBA Tour titles. From Orange, New South Wales, Australia, Belmo, Jason Belmonte. The tournament leader is the 2008 World Ranking Masters champion, 3 PBA Tour titles. The defending 2011 PBA World Champion, representing Finland, the Twin Fin, Osku Palermaa.
That's today's lineup. I'm Lon McCarron with 13-time PBA titleist Randy Peterson and Kimberly Pressler. This is a stepladder final with number 4 seed Tom Daugherty taking on Jason Sterner in our first match. Osku Palermaa, the top seed here.
And there will be no shortage of power with these players, and only one player using their thumb, Jason Sterner, as we take a look at the Scorpion oil pattern, 41 feet in length. The players are going to play deep inside and throw it right. And Tom Daugherty's strategy on this oil pattern is, and I quote, "I'm going to try to play deeper than every player on the telecast today."
There is Daugherty, 37 years old, as he watches Jason Sterner in his first TV appearance, 28 years old, from McDonough, Georgia, 5th year on tour, no titles. Sterner opening up on the left lane. Yeah. Nice open for Sterner in his first TV appearance.
Jason's got a great game and a lot of hand, and he's actually the minority on this telecast.
He's been thinking about that ball for a long, long time. His first ball on TV. Got them all. And now, 37-year-old Tom Daugherty from Wesley Chapel, Florida. No thumb, as you mentioned. See that thumb hanging out there. Ooh, tough opening for Daugherty.
I don't have my spare ball. Except my spare ball.
Very unique style. He only uses one hand, but no thumb. Very high push away. This ball left of target.
It's in the bag.
3, 6, 9, 10. Right now, Tom Daugherty's trying to locate his spare ball.
Probably going to need that.
Thank you.
There you go, Tom. So Daugherty now able to go for the 3, 6, 9, 10 here in the first.
And interesting, he puts his thumb in his spare ball.
Daugherty does clean it up on that right side with that just a retrieved spare ball. Daugherty only making his second appearance ever in a televised PBA final. The first time The infamous 2011 PBA Tournament of Champions, Daugherty would only strike twice the entire match against Mika Koivuniemi. The rest all open frames. Mika would go on to shoot 299, while Daugherty could only manage a 100. But Daugherty made the most of a bad situation.
Here we go. I need 2, baby, 2!
He really did handle that situation brilliantly. He had fun with it, got out of Mika's way, and rooted Mika on.
It turned out to be the greatest thing that ever happened to me, bowling-wise. But, you know, there's more to the story. It's just, right now I'm known as that guy that shot 100 on TV, which I'm okay with. But I want to be known as a guy that won, and he's the guy that shot 100 on TV. So there's a big difference between only and and.
So here he is back on TV, and what's staring at him from the end of the lane? A giant red 100, as if this weren't tough enough already. There's a nice ball on the left side for Daugherty.
Anytime you see a player let go of the bowling ball and take a step to the right for right-handers, they like it immediately off their hand. Nice shot by Tom Daugherty. Now back to the more traditional way of bowling.
Jason Sterner. Open with strike. What a start for Jason Sterner. You would think this was his 15th TV appearance.
Let's take a look at this form. 5-step approach, gets the ball into the swing nice and early. High backswing, shoulders are wide open. Look at the left arm, how it's down and the palm is open to the ceiling. And great balance and leverage, and what a release this young man has.
Right here.
Well, he looks very confident so far, Randy. He just seems like, to himself, he should be here. Best finished last season, 12th, the Viper Championships. You saw that coming.
4, 6, 7, 10 split the big 4.
Sterner with his first roadblock here.
This ball's left, cuts through the face, leaving the big 4, and the big 4 has only been made once on television by Walter Ray Williams Jr. The 7-10 split's actually been made more.
So Sterner takes 2, and let's now take a look at Tom Daugherty's arsenal.
He's using a marvel. Something that gets down the lane and recovers. Again, with that rev rate, doesn't need anything extremely powerful, even though it's a 41-foot oil pattern. See if he makes a better shot this time up on the right lane. Remember, last time he went through the nose, leaving the 3-6-9-10.
So Daugherty gets the double, and with that, he ties the number of strikes he had for the entire match last time he was on television in 2011. Not to harp on that TOC, Randy, but it's hard to imagine the frustration and even the embarrassment Daugherty must have felt there.
Yeah, every time he missed the pocket, it was the ugliest split you could imagine. And meanwhile, Mika was trying to bowl a perfect game on television, and a lot of money on the line as well, $250,000 to the winner.
Quite a momentous time for both of those players in that game. Now Daugherty joined the PBA in 2001. Yeah! Loves what he sees. Well, he got the nerves out of the way with that opening spare. And now he is looking very good against Jason Sterner.
Watch this little toe tap right there.
That's a little like a little Tiger Woods club spin after it's a nice drive.
Exactly right. I mean, as soon as it leaves your hand, you know. You just feel it, you know it, the ball's heading in the right direction, you know it's a good shot.
Now Sterner. 6 regional titles. 10 pen. Sterner's had to work through a lot of injuries, foot, elbow, torn tendons, etc. He said just when his game was coming around, bang, another injury, and then start the climb again. of this match will meet Jason Belmonte. Well, as any PBA pro will tell you, the first time bowling on television is quite a challenge, but Jason got some advice from his friends.
Mike Devaney and my friend Scott Newell pulled me to the side, and Devaney had a lot of good words about, you know, what to expect, you know, how fast it's going to be, you know, the emotions, like just embrace it, enjoy it, you know, this is what you're out here for, and, you know, just live in the moment and trust your instincts, and you know, it was really helpful.
He opened with a double, all the comfort in the world, and now in trouble.
Using an aura. Same ball that we saw Walter Ray use last week, and Walter Ray had a boatload of 10-pin problems. Hopefully for Jason Sterner, in his mind, that's the last one he leaves this game.
Push. Yeah.
He got him. He got the push he wanted. That might be key for him now going forward.
Beautiful shot here. All 10 in the pit.
Third strike of the match for Sterner.
Well, Lon, a little information for you and for our folks watching this telecast. If Tom Daugherty gets 7 on this next ball, he's going to break 100.
Oh, God.
Daugherty trying to beat his last performance. 7 will do it, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, even if he misses them all, he'll have 101 in the 5th.
New ground for Tom Daugherty here on TV. Sweet kid, though, Daugherty, as we mentioned, embracing that moment. He's got that ball up in the pro shop. People come take pictures of it, the one he shot 100 with. And Daugherty cleans it up.
He leads by 25 pins.
Up by 25 now.
All right, make a good one here. Come on.
Talking to himself, trying to keep himself pumped
Good
up.
one. Make a good one. Back at it. Push. Push a little.
And Daugherty is back in the groove. He's got a big lead on Jason Sterner now early in this match. This is the Bowlers Journal Scorpion Championship. Come on back. The Bowlers Journal PBA Scorpion Championship is brought to you by Bowlers Journal, America's oldest sports monthly, celebrating its 100th year. Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. Bayer Advanced Aspirin. See how it can work for you at FastReliefChallenge.com. And by Alka-Seltzer Plus, available in a liquid gel. Back at South Point Hotel, Casino and Spa here in Las Vegas for the Bowlers Journal Scorpion Championship. Let's take a look back at how today's finalists got here. Last year's Scorpion champion Dom Barrett led qualifying into the final 6-game round of 16, but after averaging .218 there, he would miss the show by 7 pins. Osku Palermaa would move up from 6th in that final round of 16 to engage with Jason Belmonte in a battle for top seed. And though Belmonte would shoot .276 midway through the round, he would fall short of the #1 spot by 2 pins. Tom Daugherty's 194 in his final qualifying game nearly cost him the spot in today's show. He edged Rhino Page out by a mere 4 pins. An open frame in the 10th of Page's final game was the key to Rhino's demise, ultimately opening the door for Jason Sterner. Sterner only needed a double in the 10th of his final game to get on today's show, and the 29-year-old would get that double +1, striking out to shoot .236 and going around both Page and Daugherty for the #3 seed.
I literally hadn't watched the scoreboard all day, and it wasn't a strike, so I knew in my mind, I was like, okay, I think I need at least the double, and count here. Pick the ball up, looked at my target, and just told myself, believe, we're going to strike. We're going to strike out. We're going to make the show.
So Sterner ends up as the number 3 seed by 1 pin over Tom Daugherty. Only 34 pins separating number 1 seed Osku Palermaa and number 4 seed Tom Daugherty. It does not get much tighter than that. And as we head back to action here in match number 1, it is Tom Daugherty on top by 25 over Jason Sterner, who opened in the 3rd, and now he gets up here in the 6th trying for a double.
Oh. Horrible break. A little bit high, leaving the 4-9. Just when he needed to strike.
Come on.
Now he's got to try to get this spare ball left of the 4-pin and slide it over into the 9 to avoid another open frame.
He needs it. No, he didn't get it. You heard him right when he let go of the ball. He knew it was going to happen. Now for today's Cold Truth, brought to you by Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold, the last player to win a PBA title in his first TV appearance, Dom Barrett, in this event last season. Barrett, who wasn't that well known to U.S. bowling fans prior to last year's Geico World Series of Bowling, earned the top seed in the 2011 Scorpion Championship, and then the respect of all of his American rivals, including Sean Rash, whom he defeated 247-204 in the title match. Sterner's best career finished 7th place at the 09 USBC Masters. He was the 2008 Georgia State Champion. Now here on the biggest stage, making his mark.
They've been ringing 10s at this stage in the game with 2 opens, and Tom Daugherty kind of on cruise control is not going to get you back into this match. And Jason Sterner knows it. He's made some great shots. The problem is the 2 splits, the big 4 in the 3rd, the 4-9 in the 6th. And now that.
That is just a mental brain freeze there from Sterner.
Bowling on television for the first time, Jason Sterner is learning the hard way that it's not an easy task.
Sterner struggling to keep his cool. Now Daugherty up 48. Working on a strike. And now he leaves himself a very difficult split.
Check out where Daugherty's starting now. He's moved up on the approach because now he's got to stand in front of the ball return. He adjusts his approach. And this ball still goes high. And we're only in game 1.
So an open frame there for Daugherty, and you have to wonder how much did he anticipate how he would handle one of those today.
I have thought about that, and I don't think I'm going to put the demons behind me. I think it's something that I'm going to learn from. But yes, I don't know how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to be nervous. The demons are never going to go away. It's just something I have to deal with.
It's a nice thing when you Greek church one frame and you still have a 34-pin lead after it. And that's exactly what Tom Daugherty's got going on here.
Oh, God.
Oh, you heard that.
Okay, this is starting to get really ugly.
1-2-4-10, washout.
Tommy.
That's just an errant shot. You know, and a lot of times you'll see the overcompensation. The last shot went right through the face. This one is wide right.
Daugherty trying to get back on track.
One time.
Yes! He got it one time, converting that split.
Stop leaving splits, man. I can't make those.
Daugherty's wife, Kristen, son Cody also here.
Well, this is done perfectly. Get the ball over to the left side of the head pin and throw it into the 10. The ball will cover the 2-4.
Come on.
That was our Bear Advanced Aspirin Safe Pain Relief Replay, and Daugherty earned it.
All right, Daugherty's going at a 203 clip. If Jason Sterner strikes out, the best he can shoot 199.
Come on.
That's what he needed right there. Jason Sterner really needed a shot in the arm to give Daugherty something to think about.
Yeah, and a strike here in the 9th, and Daugherty will have a lot more to think about. And the way this match has gone, all Tom Daugherty needs to do is stay clean. He can't be beat with good count, but the last couple of frames has proved to be pretty tough to do.
Jason Sterner with an agenda here. Has to strike.
Come on. That's got it.
There's the double. He saw it the whole way like a telestrator.
He's like, hey, that's got to strike. All right, pressure back on Tom Daugherty now. Something to think about, just a little something.
Sometimes that's all it takes, Randy.
Remember the last shot on this lane at Greek Church? He went 5, 3, and then 6 washout.
It's better. Better.
Whoa.
Daugherty
Almost.
cannot answer him.
Almost a 2-8-10.
Good shot. Come on.
Now he's not getting the ball to turn the corner. When he does get it right, this may be a ball change coming up soon for him, but just leaves the 2-8.
Daugherty's family with concern on their face. Tom built himself a nice lead, but put himself in a pickle here. That's a nice pickup.
He leads by 22 pins.
Strike spare 9 right here in the 10th frame. Tom Daugherty will win his first ever match on television, and he will move on to face the two-handed sensation from Australia, Jason Belmonte.
Jason Sterner knows all he can do is sit and watch and wait to see if Tom Daugherty can shut him out. A big moment for Tom Daugherty. He said his pro shop that he's running allows him a nice living. He doesn't need to be here, but he will be on tour all year. This would be a terrific start to his season. And that's a good start towards that goal.
Tom Daugherty needs 9 with 2 shots here, and he will shut out Jason Sterner. Now's not the time to throw a Greek Church.
Jason Sterner, again, an innocent bystander, as Daugherty will decide his fate with this ball. 9. It's the number he's looking for. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is trouble indeed for Daugherty.
We have a possibility of a tie now. Daugherty needs to get 2 of these. He'll have 199, which will force Sterner to strike out. Got to have 2. If he gets 3, he wins.
Two it is. So now, Jason Sterner, in your first TV appearance, what do you bring? He brought it to qualifying. Can he bring it to the lights? You saw it. He needs to strike out to tie. Doesn't like it. And does not get what he needs. Sterner comes up empty, and Tom Daugherty will move through. And a smile of relief from Daugherty's wife and son. Jason Sterner will clean up over on the right side, but Tom Daugherty has earned himself the right to move through into the semifinals and take on Jason Belmonte. It wasn't how he drew it up, but that spare may have saved his match. Back in a moment. Welcome back to the Geico PBA World Series of Bowling. One match in the books. Tom Daugherty survives his opening match against Jason Sterner. Now he will meet up with Jason Belmonte in just a few minutes. Right now, let's go to Kimberly with a preview of the season's first major championship.
On next Sunday's PBA World Championship, we're going to see some very familiar faces on the 5-man step ladder, including a Hall of Famer who's going to try and climb his way from the bottom to take only his second major of his career.
That Hall of Fame veteran is none other than Parker Bone III, who's won 32 PBA titles in his 29-year career, including that lone major victory, the 2001 USBC Masters. Now he's quietly made his way into the stepladder final of the PBA World Championship with a stellar performance during the match play portion of the event.
I just snuck in there at the end and kept minding my P's and Q's, and lo and behold, everything worked out well for me to still be standing now.
But the 49-year-old who hasn't won a title in nearly 5 years will have his work cut out for him in the World Championship final. Ahead of him on the stepladder are some of the PBA's best, and all are 20-some years younger than Bone.
There's been a lot of shows I've been on that I've been the youngest guy. I don't know that I've ever had a show that I'm clearly the oldest guy, by a long shot. Dan is an up-and-comer. He knows how to play. The only thing that he's missing realistically is learning how to win. If I get fortunate enough to meet Rhino, I think he's going to bring it, and I just better bring it as well. The next guy in line would be Sean Rash. I sincerely know that I've got my hands full if I happen to bowl Sean. Anybody's going to have their hands full with Sean. And then Belmo. You know, what more can you say about Jason Belmonte? His ball kind of speaks for itself. His charismatic nature on the lane, he knows how to get the job done.
And the young guns are quick to return the compliments.
They're all really, really good bowlers on the show, for sure. And, you know, it's good to see Parker back bowling good as well.
His form this week in the World Championship was undeniably, he bowled the best I've ever seen him bowl.
And Parker will have to keep doing so if he's to have any shot at PBA title number 33 and the second major of his Hall of Fame career.
I've got enough of the regular titles. Would I love to win a major? Absolutely. I've only got one to my credit, unfortunately. I'm going to tell you right now, I've got 8 seconds in majors. And it's kind of a bittersweet ending. There's still a good payday at the end of the tournament, but it's still really nice when you can say, I'm the champion.
The PBA World Championship on ESPN next Sunday at 1 Eastern, and you look at that lineup, Randy Peterson, and that is a whole group of heavy hitters, and one guy in particular who we've been watching, you'd be surprised, Jason Belmonte going for his first ever major championship.
Yeah, but he's really imposing his will here at the World Series of Bowling like he did last season. He came off of a disappointing loss last week when he left that massive blower 10-pin against Scott Norton. We see him, he's back again this week, going for another title here at the World Series, and he's the tournament leader going into the World Championships next week.
Coming up, you'll see that man, the wonder from down under, Jason Belmonte, number 2 seed, taking on 4th seed Tom Daugherty. Come on back. The Bowler's Journal PBA Scorpion Championship is brought to you by Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. Jack Link's Beef Jerky, feed your wild side. Roto Grip, defying them all with performance and value made simple. And by Brunswick, Find your next ball at bowlwithbrunswick.com. Welcome back to South Point Casino and Hotel for the Bowlers Journal PBA Scorpion Championship. Lon McCarron along with Randy Peterson and Kimberly Presser ready for match number 2, the semifinal. Jason Belmonte will lead us off. From Australia, 4 years on the tour, 5 titles. That's a championship ball right there.
2 players going at it. Extreme high rev rates. Nice. Biggest difference is Tom Daugherty only uses 1 hand. Belmonte uses 2.
Daugherty coming off a 199-177 win over Jason Sterner. 10-pin.
Shot.
Remember early on in the first match, coming out of the oil pattern, I talked about Tom Daugherty's strategy on this oil pattern, and you can see right away he's a lot deeper, more to the inside than Jason Belmonte.
And as you mentioned on his spare ball, Randy, he does use the thumb on that.
Belmonte still uses 2 hands and no thumb, throws a plastic spare ball. Osku Palermaa uses his thumb as well to throw the ball straight and hard at spares.
Daugherty, his second TV appearance, and finally got his first match win against Sterner.
Tom has made a ball change from game 1, going to something a little less aggressive, something cleaner through the front.
It works. Tom Daugherty feeling a little more at ease now. He's an experienced pro under the TV lights now. Now the man who's been on more TV finals at the World Series of Bowling than anyone else, Jason Belmonte. Opened with a strike. Wow, big miss. A grimace from Belmo.
2-4-6-10. This ball has got a lot of speed, and it never quite grabs the lane surface and goes light.
Oh, he got it! What a conversion by Belmo! Business as usual for the wonder from down under.
There you see, he uses both hands, no thumb, throwing that plastic spare ball, gets it over to the left side of the 2-pin, throws the 2 over into the 6, and the 10-pin goes last. Great conversion to avoid an open frame.
That is a champion's conversion right there. Now our defending champion trying to follow up with a big ball here. Can he do it? Yes, he can.
Interesting the way he's playing the lanes. He's going much straighter and much faster than Tom Daugherty.
Oh, Daugherty thinking, oh man, one of the best in the world, left a tough split. I'm good, I'm golden. And then to watch Belmo convert that spare. Daugherty knows he's got his work cut out for him. It's an even match right now. No problem.
It's not even anymore, my friend. We're going to start to see some bowling balls get some airtime. Tom Daugherty is about as far left as he can get before he has to start lofting. If Jason Belmonte were to move into there, you would see some lofting going on, and I anticipate if Osku Palermaa gets in there, he's gonna be lofting it over the left gutter cap as well.
Is there enough room on this left lane for these guys?
Oh yeah, they'll just start throwing it farther and farther down the lane.
From the 3rd cocktail table over there? That's a triple bagger for Daugherty.
He still has a lot of room. He's only sliding in the gutter on the left side. That ball was right around 6th arrow on the left side of the lane, so he still has a little bit more room before he has to start launching it.
Tom's wife, Kristen, son Cody. They went through some tough times in the first match here, but Tom made it through. Now their man up 20 on the Aussie, Jason Belmonte.
Jason. What?
Obviously didn't like that shot. That ball coming in a little soft. If you can actually say that about his ball.
I was going to say.
Leaving the half 10.
Can I get a re-rack, Kirk?
Well, as Belmo takes a moment, let's flash back to last week in the title match of the PBA Chameleon Championship. There, Belmo faced left-hander Scott Norton, who struck out in the 10th frame. That meant Belmo had to strike on his first ball in the 10th to win his 6th career PBA title. A heartbreaking loss, but Belmo says he's put it behind him.
You have to be able to fight back and just realize that you can't win them all, but if you go into the next match holding on to your previous loss, that is not going to benefit you. It's only going to benefit your opponent. So as difficult as it ever is to let go of a loss, you have to be able to just say, it's in the past, and I now have another opportunity to win, and I'm going to give this game my best 10 frames ever.
That's the attitude you've got to have on tour, and here is Belmo's arsenal.
Using a Marvel Pearl, strongest ball in his arsenal that he brought to this pair. He used that ball a lot last year at last season's World Series of Bowling.
The most successful bowler at the World Series of Bowling.
Nice re-rack. He's throwing it hard right now. I mean, there's a lot of velocity behind this shot, and it will kind of tame down that rev rate a bit.
3 strikes on the left lane for Belmo, none on the right side. And now Daugherty working on a turkey.
You love saying that word.
Yeah, there's a 4-bagger from Daugherty. He is not intimidated.
So now the question is, has this oil pattern developed and broken down to where Tom Daugherty is in his wheelhouse? Remember, again, he talked about wanting to be the deepest player on this pair, even with the extremely high rev rates of Jason Belmonte and Osku Palermaa. You can see how much deeper he's playing this oil pattern than Jason Belmonte is. He's right now, his plan is working perfectly.
And he's up by 30 on Belmo. Left or right, it hasn't mattered to Daugherty so far. There's another strike. Oh my goodness, is he is in a groove. Tom Daugherty up by 40 now here in the semifinal. The winner will take on top seed Osku Palermaa, who will move through. Welcome back to the Geico PBA World Series of Bowling. This is the Bowler Journal Scorpion Championship. Daugherty up by 40 on Belmo. And that score has a lot of people with their eyebrows raised right now. This man has to get something going quick.
Yeah, and looking for his first strike on the right lane.
Oh, wow.
Just needed to get through.
Boy, he almost fell down on that shot. He made a ball change and then almost came apart at the foul line. Watch this. I mean, the only thing he didn't do was foul, and that was pretty close to.
Belmo trying to save that one as he did earlier, but not this time. An open frame for Jason Belmonte.
All right.
Jason stays on the lane, moves to the left side now, where he's had success with a strike each time. And it's 4 in a row on the left side for Belmo, but it's not enough.
Good idea.
Well, that was the coolest attempt that we saw just a minute ago when he shot the 2-8-10, two-handed, throwing a backup ball at it and almost made it, using 2 different bowling balls, trying to figure out a way to throw a double. He's great on the left lane, not so much on the right.
And now Daugherty, who has been great on both sides, working on 5 in a row.
Completely in front of the ball return now on the right lane.
He's not going anywhere. Throwing great balls, getting the kicks.
What a shot. 9-pin goes late. Doesn't hurt to be a little lucky. Tom knows that.
Daugherty looking for a breakthrough moment, up 62 on Belmo in the 8th, and looking for his first PBA title. If he wins this match, which it looks as though he will, he'll have a chance against the twin fin, Osku Palermaa.
Right before he got up on the approach, he said to himself, trust the move. That tells me that he was going to make a move on that lane. He was going to move left, and he was going to trust that the lane had broken down enough to warrant making the adjustment. Even though he was striking every ball, he didn't trust that shot.
Daugherty trying to go for it.
Yeah!
He nailed it!
Yeah! Yes! Take that!
Take that!
Oh yeah, baby! Yeah! Yeah!
That's all Belmo with a low 5, congratulating Daugherty on that last shot, and you might as well congratulate Daugherty on a match victory.
Boy, it almost looks like Belmonte needs to throw a stronger ball on that lane. And Tom Daugherty's strategy looks great, and Belmonte can do the exact same thing. I'm not really understanding why he decided to go so straight.
Belmonte said, good thing I chose to finish on the right side as well, and he has not struck on the right side yet. This is some rhyme moment from this champion.
He's perfect on that lane, though.
Well, he's only bowling half a game, that was the problem.
It's not too often you see that guy struggle and not figure out a way to get to the pocket. You see some of our other finishers. Rhino Page just getting bumped out late. Dom Barrett, Chugs, Devaney, Tommy Jones bowling well every week. How about Hugh Miller? Turned 56 during this tournament.
6 in a row, a miracle spare conversion, and then a strike for Daugherty. He is ready for the championship match, as are his family, Kristen and Cody. Belmo not ready for another match, as he will be a spectator. Tenth frame. just like the others. Tom Daugherty, the man who once lost by nearly 200 pins on television, crushes Jason Belmonte here in the Scorpion semifinal. Can he keep the momentum rolling into the title match against #1 seed Osku Palermaa? Welcome back to the Bowlers Journal Scorpion Championship. Bowlers Journal International is the oldest monthly sports publication in the world, and it marks its 100th anniversary here in 2013. And in the crowd today, we welcome Bowlers Journal publisher Keith Hamilton. Well, Jason Belmonte will not be joining fellow two-hander Osku Palermaa in the Scorpion final. Kimberly is with him right now.
Jason, it's safe to say this day did not go the way you wanted it to. That right lane was giving you issues. Was that your undoing?
You know, it really was. If I could do it all over again, I don't know if I would have struck anymore. I tried into the last ball. You know, Tom obviously had a really good look there. I didn't see that look in practice, but live and learn. And who knows, next time maybe I'll read the lanes a little better.
Well, you are the top seed going into the World Championship. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, look, that's what I'm here for. I flew from Australia to win the World Championship. Obviously, I didn't want to lose these ones, but, you know, the major, it's what we all want. It's what I'm here for. You're going to see the 10 greatest shots of my life in this major.
Well, good luck next week.
So 37-year-old Tom Daugherty climbs from the bottom of the stepladder, getting past the two Jasons, Sterner and Belmonte, to face 2012 PBA World Championship winner Osku Palermaa here in the Scorpion title match. And Palermaa, the higher seed, has chosen to let Daugherty start the match. And Daugherty leaves the 10-pin.
He got through that first match. Even though he had some open frames, Jason Sterner struggled as well. In the last match, he just put it to Jason Belmonte. Pulled a great game.
Now trying to clean up on the left side. And so up comes #1 seed Osku Palermaa, who is not 100% today, Randy.
Battling through a little injury that he sustained at the World Series of Bowling. You can see his right arm all taped up.
The inside of my bicep, it was bad. Thursday when we had storm practice here, it felt bad and I couldn't spare at all. Friday, same thing, so I didn't know going to the tournament if I can spare or not. I guess I just over-practiced. It hurt me, but that's just excuses. I could still bowl, so.
Big start for Palermaa.
Well, you want to talk about two players playing both sides of the lane, and they're both right-handed. Tom Daugherty is about as deep as you can get on the left side of the lane, and Osku Palermaa is playing outside first arrow on the right side.
Daugherty, well, he has known that he would have his hands full the whole championship. So what he's seeing here from Palermaa, not any surprise. Boy, look at him, all wound up. And here it comes. 2 for 2, Palermaa.
Partially torn right biceps, and he said it got so bad he wasn't able to shoot spares. He throws it much harder at spares, and he uses his thumb.
He said, oh, too much bowling, I guess. So, well, if he can avoid the spares, he just has 10 more balls to throw. Out of here.
You have no idea how strong that kid is. He's a physical freak.
Daugherty down by 10 early.
Oh, boy.
Daugherty made a ball change, too, from the last game. And, you know, we've seen that throughout the World Series of Bowling and how fast the lanes transition.
All right, spirit up.
I'm just wondering at what point does Tom Daugherty start lofting?
Not going to work.
We saw the trophy for this Bowlers Journal PBA Scorpion Championship right there in the foreground.
Get them both.
Well, Daugherty has come a long way from that 100 game of nearly 2 years ago. How badly does he want this title?
The title is going to be you know, something that happens because I bowled good. But I'll give myself time to think about that afterwards. But, you know, growing up, that's, you know, my thing was I always wanted to make a TV show. And I did. And I shot 100. Now I want to win. Come on. Throw a good one.
That's all he can ask of himself. Throw a good one.
Takes his regular approach on the left lane. He doesn't have to deal with the ball return. There's a little loft.
Feel.
Bless it.
Oh! A late message from the back of the pin.
A little trip two. 2 pin trips forward. He's still looking at the lane, not satisfied with his shot because he thinks he threw a good shot. The ball doesn't face up to the pocket, but a huge break nonetheless.
It's a chop block in the NFL, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so a break early for Daugherty as he gets his first strike in the 3rd frame. Palermaa working on a double. Oh.
3-6-7-10 split.
Daugherty with a break.
He's going to try to get the ball to the right side of the 3-pin, right over into here, and throw it over into that 7.
This is doable. He got it!
Just like I drew it up, perfect. He's so strong, even with the two-handed style, he can throw it probably faster than Belmonte.
Such power, but what shot making as well. That was perfect.
I think Jason might be a little bit more versatile in what he can do, maybe a little more, or a few more tricks in his arsenal, but this guy is the stronger of the 2 players. So when it just comes to trying to overpower an oil pattern, I think that favors Osku Palermaa.
His power right there might have gotten him out of trouble.
Well, again, the last 2 shots have gone high. The thing that's the enigma for me about the two-handed style is how to throw it that fast. I mean, obviously the revolutions is because your thumb's not in it. You have to cup your wrist to hold on to it. Then you have to uncup your wrist, and that's what creates the revolutions. But I've never been able to figure out how to throw it at that velocity.
Well, you're old too, so that's a problem.
That has nothing to do with it.
All right, we got a match. We have a championship match now. Daugherty down by just 7.
Can't throw it on this line.
Can't get the ball down the lane, or that particular bowling ball down the lane on the right lane is what he's just said.
All right, what you gotta do?
Wonder if he's even considering moving out where Osku is.
Get them all.
He did.
All right.
Take a look at their styles here. You've got a guy that doesn't use his thumb on the right. The other player on the left doesn't use his thumb either, but Osku's using 2 hands. But what I want you to focus on is that the motion looks almost identical. The elbows are bent, the wrists are cupped. That's the motion when you're not using your thumb. It's the only way to hold on to the bowling ball. And when you're using both levers, the elbow and the wrist, it creates a tremendous amount of revolutions.
And Daugherty with a great ball on the left side as this championship match continues our uninterrupted coverage. Hope you're enjoying it. It's a good one. As Osku Palermaa gets ready here in the 5th, we flash back to last year's Geico World Series of Bowling, where Osku became the first foreign player to capture the first major of the season, the PBA World Championship. Another first for Osku, the only two-hander to ever capture a major championship. Palermaa, who opened with a double and would split 9 spare. 5th frame, up by 7. This is the trophy match for the Bowlers Journal PBA Scorpion Championship. And Osku is up to the task. Will he be holding that trophy?
And this is kind of how Jason Belmonte tried to play it. As you see, Osku Palermaa going with a lot of hook, a lot of strength and elusive. And part of that is because of how fast he's throwing it. But Jason Belmonte, I think, had the same kind of idea on how to, and as far as playing the lanes. Osku's a little bit farther right than where Jason was, and Osku's using a stronger bowling ball with surface.
Palermaa back to his striking ways now. Can he get the double? Wow, far from it.
4-6-7 split.
Well, it looked left of target, and it went right through the nose. 4-6-7.
So open for Palermaa. That was a much tougher pickup. And now Daugherty with a big opportunity.
Yeah, and he just took the lead because of the open frame by Osku. Now Tom Daugherty can extend this lead to 15, but first he's got to figure out how to hit the pocket on the right lane. He's gone high the last 2 shots in a row, but no splits. He's still clean through 5.
Daugherty with his first lead. Can he bowl from ahead? Yes, he can!
Well, he made a ball change the frame before, and now on this right lane, he uses that same ball, and he just gets airborne with it. Watch this.
Another one like that, buddy.
He lost it in between, or just right of that 6th arrow, and that extra loft helps to scoot the ball a little bit longer and farther down the lane before it starts to hook.
So still playing deeper?
Oh, he's way in.
Yeah.
He's as deep as he can get now. Now he's just giving it some air. A little air underneath that bowling ball. Remember, it can't hook if it's in the air.
Whoa.
It's on me. It's on me. I thought I saw something. It's all right.
I'm not even sure how you do that when your thumb's not in it.
No thumb, I was going to say. That is quite a trick.
Sorry.
Let's take a look at it. No thumb. Wow.
And then he holds it like that with no thumb, like it's a basketball and he's palming it. That's a 15-pound bowling ball.
All right, he's reset himself. Working on a double. Oh, wow. Just when you think everything is going so well. Should have thrown the first ball.
That lane.
Well, he tried to open this lane up a little bit more, and it got to the right and never hooked back. He 1, 2, 4, 6, 10.
Give it a run.
Can he do it? Oh! Another conversion.
Come on.
It's good stuff. He's a split and washout making machine today. A couple of ways to make this. You can go actually right of the head pin as well, but it's done perfectly.
Tom Daugherty wanting that first title so badly.
I was just going to say, Lon, you know, he bowled that 100 game. He doesn't want to be known for that. He wants to be known for winning a PBA title.
He's got his chance here. Osku leaves the 10. Down by 10. Twin Finn needs to get busy. It's getting late.
This one's going to be fast. He's had issues with single pin spares on television before.
Wow. 2 opens in a row.
Seen it before. You know, something just told me that he was thinking about it. He took a little extra time. He was swinging that spare ball back and forth, and now what a huge opening he just gave Tom Daugherty. It was a really good shot. Now he's got to do it again.
And you think he's not thinking about the right side?
How do you not? I mean, he's got to be thinking about it. He just whiffed one. I don't think he's going to miss back-to-back 10 pins, but doesn't mean he's not going to think about it a little bit.
Well, you wonder how that bicep is affecting him right now. You can outfit yourself like the pros with official PBA jerseys that are available exclusively at PBA.com. The jerseys are made from high-performance fabric and can be customized for each person or team. So head to PBA.com today. Click on the Design Custom Jersey link to get started.
I got my jersey at PBA.com. It's got your face on the front.
I thought it was on your dartboard. Daugherty up by 21 with a title in his grasp.
That ball checked up pretty early as it got about halfway down the lane. It just grabbed a hold of that lane surface and went high. A great break, only leaving the 7-pin. I mean, he could have got 5 on this shot. Watch this. All of a sudden, it looks like somebody kicks it. But as sharp as that ball was cutting through the pins, that could have been a Greek church or a Big Four easily.
And it just sounds when a ball hits like that the pins are made of some different material, much softer and soft wood. It just not a quality hit, but he does convert.
What to do?
So here we are, 9th and 10th frame. Tom Daugherty, the biggest moment of his professional bowling career. How does he mentally keep it together is the question. He's struggling to get his ball to the pocket. Right now it's a chess match back and forth of who can avoid open frames, who can get their ball to the pocket, who can convert spares. Can he keep it together for 2 more frames? He's got a 20-pin lead.
Now he wants to check his emotions once again. Tom Daugherty, there is his son, Cody. So proud of his father along with his mom, Kristen, right there.
Give it some air, baby, give it some air.
Looks good, 10-pin.
All right, good shot. Gave it a shot. Good shot.
That's all you can ask.
He's almost out of lane, and he may be out of lane on the right lane. That was a great shot. Now, convert the 10-pin.
He does. That was key.
Take a look at Osku's 2 open frames. The 4, 6, 7, and then he whiffs a 10-pin. They came back to back. Now his max score 202. Tom Daugherty's max score 211. Osku trailing by 19. Hasn't struck since the 5th frame.
If he wants to put any heat on the titleless Daugherty, this would be the moment, and he is trying to do exactly that. Osku's not making it easy on Tom Daugherty to get his first trophy.
Well, if he doesn't strike on this ball, it's going to be real easy for Tom Daugherty.
Oh, yeah.
Because the best Osku could then shoot would be spare strike, it'd be 182.
Osku fighting through a long week of bowling that has given him problems with that bicep. Look where he's starting. There we go.
Wow. 3 ring and 10s in the last 4 frames has all but handed Tom Daugherty this title.
Tom Daugherty has had to work for it. He has bowled well when he needed to, converted when he had to, unlike Osku.
He made great shots coming down the stretch. 10 pin in the 7th he missed. 10 pin in the 8th, strike in the 9th, 10 pin in the 10th. Now, if Osku strikes here, Daugherty needs 6 on this first shot.
So Osku Palermaa finishes with a strike, but doubtful it will be enough. You see 6 pins needed for Tom Daugherty to overcome perhaps the most infamous PBA game in history, the 100 against Major Mika.
And what a story, what a comeback story. Looks like he's going to a spare ball. He's going to throw it straight and hard right at the head pin. I like this strategy.
Daugherty for his first title, he needs 6. Yeah! Straight as an arrow, that's enough. Yeah! Tom Daugherty, you are a PBA champion.
Yes!
Everyone here at South Point appreciative of this moment. And you nailed it, Randy. He says, I don't want to be known as the guy who rolled 100 on the tour. I want to be known as a champion. Finally, a smile on the face of Tom Daugherty. The number 4 seed goes through the whole field to win it all.
It's unbelievable.
There it is. That's what he's been waiting his whole career for.
His strategy paid off today. He hung in there. He stayed tough. He made his spares. He converted a bunch of splits and washouts. Did what he had to do to win his first ever title. And this is what he's going to be remembered for. He can erase the bad memories of that 100 game.
His family, understandably emotional at this time. Kristen, son Cody, we did it. You did it indeed, Tom. Tom Daugherty did what he came to do.
Awesome. Awesome.
The Bowler's Journal PBA Scorpion Championship is brought to you by Bear Advanced Aspirin. See how it could work for you at FastReliefChallenge.com. USBC, enhancing the bowling experience for millions of bowlers. To learn more, visit us on bowl.com. Motive Bowling, high performance equipment with a fresh perspective. Get motivated. And by Bowler's Journal. Bowler's Journal, America's oldest sports monthly, celebrating its 100th year. Welcome back, Tom Daugherty, no longer known as just the guy who shot 100 almost 2 years ago, but he did have to stare at that banner throughout all his matches on his way to a championship. What a performance. Now it's time to look at the Geico Championship recap. Randy?
Yeah, in the title match, he actually beat 100 by 100. But Tom Daugherty did it by being a great spare shooter today. You see him convert the super wash out there when his opponent can't make a 10-pin.
Here's Kimberly with our newest PBA champion.
Tom Daugherty, you are not going to be known as the guy who bowled a 100 anymore. You are officially a PBA titleist. How does this moment feel?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm still the guy that shot 100, but now I'm the guy that shot 100, and I'm a PBA titleist, so it makes it that much better.
And what was the key moment in this match for you?
I don't know. I knew the scores were going to be low. I tried to make them low. I tried to just make them as hard as I could for everybody else, and I just knew that I was going to be the only one doing what I was doing, and it was just a matter of having the right ball at the right time and carrying and throwing some good shots in some key moments and making my spares. I mean, spares were key. Everybody missed them against me, and I didn't miss any.
How'd you make those happen?
I consider myself a good spare shooter, and I mean, I knew if I could just fill frames, these guys were going to have trouble throwing some doubles. So I just wanted to make everything that I left, and I accomplished that.
Well, you deserve this win. Congratulations, Tom Daugherty, on your first ever PBA title.
Tom Daugherty proud to be holding up that Geico World Series of Bowling trophy. The PBA World Championship, the season's first major, just a week away. Bone, McClellan, Page, Rash, Belmonte, say no more. That will be appointment television next Sunday, 1 Eastern on ESPN. What a moment for Tom Daugherty and his family, the number 4 seed with win after win after win. He is the Bowlers Journal Scorpion Champion. He was not to be denied. I'm Lon McCarron for Randy Peterson and Kimberly Pressler. See you next week with the season's first major. This is the man of the hour right now, Tom Daugherty. Congratulations on your first PBA title.